Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or yesterday, or today. I don't know. We've been working so hard, I'm not even sure what day it is. Except it's the day that these students have worked for.
Miss Johnston, see if you're on.
I'm always, oh, you need Now it's on. You heard me anyway, though, didn't you? I got one of those, whatever. We've been working really, really hard. We've had some interruptions, we've had some twists, we've had some changes, we've had some turns. So yesterday they said, we're just not ready for this. And I said, I know, but it's going to be fine. We're presenting to you a day in the drama classroom. So therefore, we do not have a perfected play. We have a demonstration of how we get a play together. Therefore, some students have learned their parts and some have learned most of their parts. So they will have their playbooks on, but it's okay because their teacher told them it was okay. This is an unusual play because there's no curtain closed. All the changes in the stage are done while music is playing and while we're going crazy on the stage. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's called Alice at Wonderland. You're going to see some of the usual characters, but you're also going to see some additional characters thrown in. They're backstage peeping. Is my mama here? Is my granddaddy here? I don't see my mama. Do you see mama? She's out there, honey. She's there. They want to do a good play for you. And I told them, don't worry, honey. If you're on that stage, you're making your mom, your grandma, and your dad proud. Because being on stage in front of an audience is one of the hardest things a human being can do. I dare say I could point to some of you and say, come on up here and talk. And you'd say, leave me alone. So respect the fact that they are scared of talking in front of you, but they're practiced and they're ready to do a good job. So please, 7th graders, support us and understand that this is a progress here in a drama class. Parents, I don't have to tell you to support because you've done that already, but I thank you for being here. Now we're ready to start. Ooh, I heard a collective breath back there. We're ready to begin Alice at Wonderland. Thank you.
It has everything. Blazing speed, unlimited talk and text. Well, sure it has apps. What's the use of a smartphone without apps?
Oh dear, I shall be late.
Hold on a sec. Can you pipe it down? I'm on the phone. Thanks.
I'm late.
Seriously, take it down a notch. Hey, you still there? Great, now my phone's dead. Thanks a lot, Rabbit.
Oh dear.
But do you know where I can recharge my phone?
Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it is getting.
Is there a cafe close by? Somewhere I can plug it in? What's your rush, Rabbit? Lost in the woods, no phone, no GPS. This must be how the pioneers felt. And now, just fabulous. It looks like rain. Oh, what an ugly storm. What's this? What's this? A rabbit hole?
Whiz kid, genius, realize it new. Safe enough.
I should Google it. I seem to be falling. In fact, I'm sure I'm falling. There seems to be no end. Echo. Alice. I must be getting somewhere near the center. That's like 4,000 miles down. I wonder if I'll fall right through the earth. Then I'd be really far from home. And I bet the reception is awful down here. What luck. No power and no service. Verizon is the worst. Where have I landed? Where am I? Is this New Zealand or Australia?
Strange doors.
It's
Hall of Strange Doors.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you. Bless you.
Thanks. Hey, doors aren't supposed to talk.
And young girls aren't supposed to sneeze without pulling their yapping.
I must have caught a cold in that ugly storm. Say, I wonder where you doors might lead.
Lock. Lock.
What about me?
What about you?
It's the key that the secret's unlocked.
Thank heavens, that was close. This girl's cray-cray.
What will I find there?
Secret's on the other side. Oh, those magnificent garden full of white roses and tiger lilies. It's called Wonderland.
What just happened?
I don't know what you mean.
Everyone started carrying on for no reason.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice the music and dancing?
Oh, that. By decree of the Queen.
By decree of the Queen.
By decree of the Queen, that is, by decree of me, whenever a particular word is mentioned, there shall be music and dancing. Anyone who fails to obey this decree, who fails the raven, dancing like a raven moon, it shall be off with your head.
That's some stiff talk.
You'll be stiff if you don't obey it.
What's the word?
I'd rather not say.
But you must have just said it.
Surely absurd.
Is it roses or lilies?
Apparently not.
What about white or tiger?
If it were, I'd be dancing now, wouldn't I?
Then the word must be Wonderland.
Well, you found that out.
And a place to charge my phone?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Starbucks now.
Perfect, but how will I fit? I'm too big to go through your frame. What's this? Drink me. Drink me.
Oh, maybe poison.
Could be poison.
Probably poison.
It's marked poison. It is marked poison.
If it was marked poison, no one would drink it out of that shot.
It isn't marked poison. No. Yeah, it isn't marked poison.
Well, if it was marked poison, well, that would be the point, you see.
Yeah. There's only one way to find out.
Here it goes. There now, tastes like Skittles.
I can't bear to watch.
Relax, nothing's happening.
What do you mean nothing's happened? You're
I'm what?
Vanishing.
My hands are shrinking, and my feet, they're the size of dimes, and my voice too. I sound like a Christmas bell. Oh, what a curious feeling.
She hates that part. Keep going.
Look at the bright side. Wait. Look at the bright side. Yeah, look at the bright side.
Okay. What bright side? I'm 10 inches tall.
Well, and now you're the right size to go through me and enter the lovely garden.
Yes, that's right, I am.
But all you need is the key.
The key.
Wait.
No. Don't tell me. Now I can't. Now I'm too small to reach the key.
Okay.
That's a pity.
a crying shame.
What's your plan to help you before shrinking?
I could just cry.
No, there's no use for me. There's no need for that.
Like what? What's this? Eat me.
Think about it, Neil.
I bet it's a pizza roll.
We're on hot stuff here.
It's cake. Should I eat it?
Oh, that's what it says.
The food here is very bossy.
Don't complain, there's starving children in Africa.
I'll eat it. If it makes me larger, I can reach the key. If it makes me smaller, I'll creep under the door. Either way, I'll get into the garden. Let's hope it's gluten-free. Down the hatch. Here it goes. Which way, which way? It seems I'm remaining the same size.
Oh, this is what generally happens when you eat cake.
Wait a moment.
Her face is fattening.
Starting to fold me.
Curious, sir, and curious, sir.
Oh, by George, she's swelling.
Oh dear, I'm growing so tall. My toes, they're moving so far from my fingers, I'll never touch them again. And my voice, I sound like my father. Oh, what an awful way for a girl to go through life. 10 feet tall and the voice of a longshoreman. I'll never get through the door now. I can just forget about prom.
Oh, the Duchess, won't she be savaged if I keep her waiting?
Rabbit, wait. What a weird little bunny. You can never be sure.
Who you are?
Where are you going?
How are you getting there?
Or who you'll meet along the way.
How did you do that?
Do what exactly?
We're suddenly the same size. You've grown.
Or maybe you've shrunken.
But you used to be tiny.
And you were once a giant.
But we're both normal.
There's no such thing as normal. Not in your world nor in mine. It's only where you're looking and how you're, well, it's only where you're at and how you're looking at things. The key, please. What are you doing? You may pass.
Bye, young lady.
Thanks for not breaking us down.
Don't forget to write. I love you.
We don't love her.
You only known her for 5 minutes, son.
You always gush.
So embarrassed.
Don't mind them. They haven't been open in centuries.
Well, I guess I'm off to this place. What is it you call it? Wonderland? I was told there'd be a garden. And a Starbucks. A caterpillar smoking a hookah? What a status update you would make. I've been so many sizes today, I wouldn't know where to begin. You really shouldn't smoke, you know. Studies show that smoking actually causes more stress than it relieves.
Are you a doctor?
I read about it online.
It's very.
But you're not even out of your larva stage. You're still a teenager like me.
When did you become a butterfly?
Smoking can stunt your growth.
And I suppose I'll remain a caterpillar forever.
That's too bad. Everyone should grow up at some point.
How do you plan to grow up into a butterfly?
Well, being a girl, I'll soon grow into a woman.
And does a woman have wings?
No, a woman looks very much like I do, except more developed in places.
Please, there's the thing. There's the thing though. Caterpillar doesn't need to know.
Sorry, TMI?
TMI.
Too much information.
Why not simply say too much information?
It's an abbreviations.
You wasted my time. And caterpillar's life isn't long.
Abbreviations are meant to save time.
If you have to explain them, they're more trouble than they're worth.
I think we should agree to disagree.
I think we should agree that I'm right and you're wrong.
It's probably best I get going.
I don't like you.
I don't particularly like you.
You're being snippy now.
Can you point me toward the garden?
If I knew where the garden was, I would have eaten it by now.
Read all about it.
Hot off the presses.
Queen to play croquet.
Thinking about Texas pregame croquet.
Get your daily toast.
Get your truck again.
Extra, extra.
Breaking news.
In the garden.
Croquet today.
In the garden, I'll take one of those.
Surely she wants to try to be. Would you rather have a paper that gives you warts or one that gives you doom?
For the last time, frogs do not cause warts.
Which of the beast speaking?
Well, what's the difference between the two papers?
Which of the both of them? I'm very right here.
Those aren't really selling points.
What are you trying to say? You're a D now.
Tell you what, just give me one of each.
Hey, you got it. Let me see flies.
2 flies. I'm afraid I don't have any flies. How much for yours?
2 words. I can have the one now.
I'll match this price.
I'm afraid I have no flies or any worms to offer you.
What do you got?
Nothing.
Go on, popsicle. You're a bluff.
See you later, Bright Eye.
Wait, the garden, where the Queen's croquet matches take place. I must find it. It's one of the many reasons I came to Wonderland.
What? Wonderland? Did you say Wonderland?
Yeah,
Again? Wonderland?
Wonderland.
Well, go ahead and just feel the spirit even without the music. Come on. Keep it going. You practice this. Come on. There you go.
Who's friends to the woods over there?
Great job.
Go be careful.
There's some strange things in those woods.
Stranger than a frog and fish selling newspapers?
Yep. Read all about
Hot
it.
off the presses.
Queen to play
Thinking
croquet.
about Texas pregame
Get your
croquet.
daily toast.
Get your truck review.
Print is so dead. Hey, wait, come back. Which way through the woods?
Wait, I'm late.
Hang on, Rabbit. Now what? A cat? Here, kitty kitty. What are you doing in these woods?
I should ask you the same thing.
Oh, you can speak? This is news to you? My cat Nana, she can't speak.
I wager that she can, but chooses not to.
Oh, she tries, but whenever she opens her mouth, all that comes out is meow. Yes.
Oldest trick in the book. It's not that she doesn't talk. It's that she doesn't talk to you.
That's a very cruel thing to assume.
I assume nothing.
Can you tell me which way I ought to go from here?
That depends on a good deal on where you want to get to.
At this point, I don't much care where.
Then it doesn't matter where you go.
So long as I get somewhere.
Oh, you're sure to do that if you walk long enough. In that direction was a header. That direction was March here. Over Vera's house are 2 W 3 OD. And along that way, you'll find Humpty Dumpty on this wall. If there's anything you like, from that.
I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be, or you wouldn't have come here.
Can't you be still?
Be still.
You keep coming and going like bad Wi-Fi. It's very rude.
Do you play croquet with a queen today?
Oh, I'd like to very much, but I wasn't invited.
No matter. Well, all you need is an invitation.
Never. I hardly know the game at all.
Well, you need an invitation, so long as you have a proper equipment.
A mallet and ball?
Flamingo and hedgehog.
I don't see what those have to do with croquet.
How'd you know if you haven't played?
I'm getting a headache talking to you.
Is it my grin?
Oh God, I forgot one of mine.
Is it my fur?
It's your grin.
I'm above the opinion that more cats should grin. We have a much rosy reputation.
I somehow doubt that.
Ah, the tea party underway. I wonder if they've saved me a seat. No matter, I can't stay anyways. It's just nice to be thought of. I'll be leaving now. I'll be taking my grin with me.
But there's tons of room.
I see.
I think this seat will do.
Maybe we'll wait for others.
What others?
That's for us to know. You believe.
But I don't believe you. I think you're lying. I don't think you want me here.
It's true. We don't want you.
Well, I am here, and I'm not leaving, and I love some refreshments.
Cat from this one. Get it, Sinead.
Interloper.
Have some wine.
I don't see anyone.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited. Good one, sing!
Well, why don't we all just let it go and try to get along?
Your hair needs cutting.
What's that?
Your hair needs cutting. May I cut it?
Absolutely not.
Are you attached to that position?
Firmly.
Stubborn girl.
It isn't polite to name call.
What would it hurt to let him at your hair? Here's some soap.
What does he know about hair cutting?
Well, he is a hatter. It's his job to shave heads.
Out of the question.
She won't budge.
Quite rude.
Why is a raven like a raven does?
A riddle? I like riddles. Wait, why?
I have the slightest idea. Nor I.
It's a waste of time to ask riddles without knowing the answer.
Why must everything have an answer? Excellent question. Though I have an answer.
I'll Google it later. Google has all the answers.
Who's this Google person?
It's not a person, it's a search engine.
Well, I don't care for him or his engine. What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong.
What a funny watch. It tells the day of the month, but doesn't tell the hour.
Why should it? Does your watch tell the year?
No, but that's because it's a year for such a long time.
Which is mine.
You've lost me.
Joel Nelson's asleep again.
Of course, well said.
You mean to say,
I mean to say precisely what I said.
which is that the hour here is fixed.
You come to go, but that is forever the same.
That's misspelled.
You do time like you know time, you'll be all through.
But it's not logical.
How would you know? I dare say you've even spoken to time. Who is he hanging out with that Google person? Shall I pour more tea if it goes? What's that he's singing?
Twinkle, 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 twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle? I know, well. I have you know, I want to sing for 20 parts.
You sang for the queen?
That's Randall. It's true, he did. 2 days later, I was mad.
Wouldn't you have to be sane to recognize madness?
Not so. I'm quite mad and quite aware. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. You know the song?
Something like it.
Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Well, I hardly finished the first verse when the queen brought out.
He's murdering time. Off with his head.
Murdering time? How do you murder time?
She got my tingles off. I felt he was on the chest. Ever since, I won't do a thing I ask. It's always 5 o'clock.
Oh, I get it. It's always tea time.
We've never had time to wash any of the dishes. Perpetual tea.
Because you murdered time.
I was spring. You can't get a fair trial in Wonderland.
Dance, baby, dance. Music, baby, music.
Suppose we change the subject. I'm tired of all this talk of time. Let's just pretend it doesn't exist, at least for the time being. I vote the young lady tells us a story.
I don't know one.
The dormouse shop.
I was asleep. I've heard every word.
Then what have we been talking about?
Beehives?
Tell us a story.
About bees?
About whatever. And be quick about it, or you'll be asleep before it's done.
Okay, then let's see. Once upon a time, there were. Wait, what? There were 3 little sisters, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
What were their names?
Kelly, Shelly, and Janet.
Those are the names of my sisters.
He has a letter on the
I will. Let's see. There are all live at the bottom of the well.
You said that already.
Have I? Well, the names are.
You know their names.
I've told you the story before.
Just that part.
Why do the sisters live in a well?
Must I repeat myself?
You haven't said that part yet.
Okay.
Perhaps you should start here.
Yes, good one. Where was I?
I don't think.
You shouldn't talk. Go on, Mouse.
May I rest my head on the table?
Excellently told. Bravo, bravo.
But there was no beginning or no end, just gibberish.
Have the courage to applaud if you don't understand.
But there was nothing to understand.
That shows what you know. Mouse is a pure poet genius. Take some more tea?
I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
I mean you can't take less. It's easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Who's being snarky now?
Keep your tea and your butter and biscuits. I've had enough. You two should be ashamed, treating a guest in this way. Whatever happened to manners?
Must have died of time.
I'm sick of your riddles and phrases and mind games. You think you're so clever, but you're really just a couple of old stuck-up creeps.
Well, that about captures us.
Goodbye and good riddance.
All she realized. Realize? We are what she dreams. You mean to say we're her inventions. So when she wakes, we die. Well, that's very sad. Indeed. Well, wait. I'm glad you said yes. What time is it? Tea time.
I'm late. I must make haste or I shall be late.
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know.
Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak.
Well,
You were taken by surprise?
you could say
Uncertain what to make of us.
I never came across anything like the two of you.
You begun wrong.
First thing in the visit is to say,
How do you do?
Okay then, how do you do?
There, now we're afoot.
properly afoot.
I was hoping you could tell me the best way out of these woods. It's getting so dark.
Next we dance.
But the sun's nearly gone.
We dance now.
Isn't it unsafe?
Dancing?
Nonsense.
You follow our lead. Two verses are quite enough.
It's bad for the joint.
And the heels on our feet, and the flats on our feet.
I can keep going.
It's a fool's folly to continue.
What we need now is some water.
No, what we need now is an oxygen tank.
What's that strange noise?
My painting?
My wheezing.
No, it's coming from over there.
It's just the King of Hearts asleep.
Go look at him.
I'm afraid he'll catch a cold sleeping on the damp grass.
He's dreaming now.
About what, I wonder?
You had wager.
Nobody can guess what someone else is dreaming.
You're here. And if he left off dreaming about you, where do you suppose you'd be?
I'll still be here, same as now.
You'd be nowhere.
What do you mean?
Why, you're the only sort of thing in his dream.
If the king were to wake up, where you go out?
Bang!
Like a candle.
The two of you don't know what you're saying. If I'm only a thing in his dream, what are you? I'd like to know.
Ditto.
Ditto, ditto.
Hush or you'll wake him.
Then we all be kaput.
You know very well you're not real.
I am real.
You won't make yourself a bit realer by crying.
If I wasn't real, I wouldn't be able to cry.
Those aren't real tears. No how.
This is all ridiculous. I wasted too much time with the two of you. I'd better be getting out of these woods. It's getting darker by the minute. Do you think it'll rain?
No. At least not under here. Hold on. Not under here, at least.
Selfish things, good night. What's that now?
Oh dear.
Oh dear!
What a thick black cloud that is.
It's a Jabberwock.
Jabberwock! The Jabberwock?
Watch out! Watch out!
The Jabberwock?
That was Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Now you know what I was saying about those names?
Oh, wait, that makes more sense.
Like an egg.
I heard that.
Can't deny the resemblance.
It's very provoking to be called an egg.
I said you look like an egg, sir, and some eggs may be very good looking.
Some people have more sense than a baby.
I didn't mean to.
Stop chattering to yourself and tell me your name and business.
My name is Alice.
That's a stupid name. What does it mean?
Must the name mean something?
Of course it must. My name needs the shape I am, and a good handsome shape it is too. With your name, you can be any shape.
Why do you sit here all alone?
Because there's nobody with me.
Do you think you'd be safer down on the ground? That wall's pretty narrow.
What tremendously easy riddles you ask. Well, if I ever did fall, which there's no chance of, but if I did, the king has promised me with his very own mouth to
To send all his horses and all his men?
How'd you know that?
It's in a book.
In a book?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Yes, all his horses and all his men. They'd pick me up in a minute, they would.
What a beautiful belt you got on. Or is it a scarf?
It's the most provoking thing when a person doesn't know a scarf from a belt.
But you're such an odd shape. It could be either one.
It's a scarf, child. And a beautiful one, as you say. And a beautiful one, as you say. It was a present from the king and queen.
Was it really?
We're close, real tight. They gave it to me. They gave it to me as an unbirthday present.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not offended.
What's an birthday present?
A birthday present given to you when it isn't your birthday, of course.
I like birthday presents the most.
You don't know what you're talking about. How many days are there in a year?
365.
How many birthdays have you?
One.
Thus, there are 364 days you might get an unbirthday present.
Right.
And only one for a birthday present. There's glory for you.
I don't know what you mean by glory.
Of course you don't, until I tell you. I mean, there's a nice knockdown argument for you.
But that's not what glory means.
A word means just what I choose it to, neither more nor less.
You decide.
One must master one's word or they will master you. They have a temper, some of them particularly verbs. They're the proudest. You can do anything with adjectives, but not verbs. However, I can manage a whole lot of them. Impenetrability, that's what I say.
What's impenetrability mean?
Impenetrability means when you've had enough of the subject can be just as well if you mention what you meant to do next, as I suppose you don't mean to stop here for the rest of your life.
That's a lot to make a word mean.
When I make a word do a lot of work, I pay it extra.
You pay your words?
A fair wage. You see them on payday. A very excitable bunch.
It's impossible to know all words.
Some are good friends of mine, or at least acquaintances.
I bet I could stump you.
Do you dare challenge me?
I bet I can find a word on my phone that you don't know.
Online.
Oh, but wait, my phone doesn't work.
Phone?
My smartphone?
Smartphone? What's so smart about it?
If it were charged, I could access the internet.
Internet?
Yeah, you know, the internet.
I dare say you can do something to me. Stump me.
I haven't even...
Oh. Please don't boast. You play your strange words. Very well. Now goodbye.
Goodbye.
Are we not done here?
I was hoping you could point me in the direction.
I cannot and will. I cannot.
But I haven't finished.
I cannot and will not.
If you could just if you could just tell me where the garden...
I cannot and will not. Now it's time for you and your bizarre words to be going.
Okay then, if you say so. Till we meet again?
I shouldn't know you again if we did meet again.
You mean my face?
That's a primary complaint. See, if you had two eyes on one side of the face, nose on the forehead, mouth on the other side of the face, then I might remember you.
It wouldn't look nice.
That's not the point. See, that's your problem. You don't get it. What's that? Do you feel that?
Feel what?
Slippage.
Slippage?
Slippage. I mean, I suddenly feel unsettled, unhinged. I'm slipping.
Slipping?
Slipping. I'm slipping. Call the king. Call the king.
Are you alright? Oh no, that's not good.
I'm dead.
All the king's horses and all the king's men. All the king's horses and all the king's men. All the king's horses and all the king's men.
I died.
How are you getting on?
I'll never find this garden.
But you've come so far.
I just want to go home.
You can't go home without finding the garden.
I'll backtrack. I'll retrace my steps.
You'll find the going is harder than the coming.
I'll leave the way I came.
Leave, but you just arrived.
I feel like I've spent half of my life in this place.
The minutes do move slower here.
All the more reasons for me to be going.
You'll find the going is much harder than the coming.
Then won't you help me find the garden?
It's not far.
But which way?
Listen, you can hear it.
The garden?
Listen for it.
I don't hear anything.
The flowers in the garden, you can hear them.
Hear them?
Laughing.
That's ridiculous.
Perhaps you should stop saying that.
But flowers can't laugh.
You prefer your flowers to be sad?
Flowers don't have emotions.
Oh no? You haven't spent much time in gardens.
My phone work, I prove it.
Maybe it's time for you to put your phone away and pay more attention to the world you live in.
It's impossible to know where you stand here with everyone spouting such nonsense.
You keep attaching these words, ridiculous and nonsense, to all your surroundings. Consider what those words are better suited for you.
But come on, really? Laughing flowers?
Again, you've missed my point.
Wait, you're fading.
My grin is scheduled elsewhere.
You're disappearing.
Perhaps we'll meet at croquet.
I'll ask once more, where is this garden?
I already said.
Why do you have to be so evasive and difficult?
I'm a cat.
Come back, please.
All the sound of laughing flowers.
While the flowers are getting set up, as part of our teaching about how we do our acting, Tristan Hughes, he left the bucket man, Tristan Hughes was Humpty. And they have been taught when you have a character speaking and there's a little dash after that character's words and it's not a complete sentence, that the next character is interrupting them. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but Tristan was my star interrupter. He did that better than any character. So just give Tristan a round of applause. Oh, we don't want the tree to fall. There are people here, we'll hear the echo. Go, man, go.
What an odd sight she was.
All puffed up.
What sort of flower do you think she was?
None like I've ever seen.
Maybe she's a new flower. Or a very old one. The cherished cat was right. Laughing flowers. This must be the garden.
Well, here comes another one.
Similar in ways. So, less faded. And less withered.
But very noble.
Am I mistaken, or were you just talking with each other? We can talk when there's anyone we're talking to. And can all flowers talk? As well as you can, and a great deal louder. I'm Alice. I've got a collection of flowers called Alice. Well, I'm not.
Just the same. Her face has some sense in it, though it's not a clever one.
Still, she's a good color. I don't care about color. If only her petals curled up a little more, she'd be alright. I've seen worse flowers. Me too.
Well, she's no rose, that's for sure.
What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, you're implying that you're better than us?
Well, yes, I am. Isn't it generally accepted that roses are the loveliest of flowers?
You're so high and mighty. Always going around like your you-know-what doesn't stink.
Well, it doesn't. I'm a rose.
I have a nerve. You see, this is why I can't be around you.
Because you feel inferior?
You're all talk, really. Shut up, Violet. Don't tell her to shut up. You shut up too, Daisy.
I hate it when you all fight over me.
Ladies, you should stop bickering. And who are you to tell us what to do? Yeah, who are you? If you don't hold your tongues, I'll pick you. You're no flower, you're an animal. It's true, actually. I feel nauseous.
I feel faint.
Life is cool. Don't worry, I won't pick you, but I need your help. Who was that you were describing earlier? Earlier? I couldn't say.
Flowers have very short-term memories.
You said she had 9 points.
That's not ringing any bells.
You were all having a good laugh over her.
Laughing together, us.
That seldom's happening.
I think the person you were describing may have been the Queen of Hearts, and I'm desperately trying to find her croquet game. Is that the queen over there?
I'll hear no more on it.
Listen to reason, Dumpling.
The croquet shall go on.
But there's rain coming. Look at the storm clouds.
What's a little rain?
Everyone knows you can't play croquet in the rain.
Rain? Did he say rain?
I think he did. I think he said rain.
Yay! Rain!
Give me my flowers.
This is wretched, just wretched.
There will be another day to play croquet.
I was partial to this one.
We could play chess instead.
I'd rather watch beheading.
There's not one scheduled for today. You cleared your slate to play croquet.
Then we must schedule some immediately.
For what offense?
Someone must pay for the rain.
I don't mean to interrupt, but are you perhaps the Queen of Hearts?
No, I'm the milkman, child. What does it look like?
My name is Alice. So pleased to meet you, Your Majesty.
Curtsy when you address me, girl. This isn't a rodeo.
Yes, of course, Your Majesty. It's awesome to be in your presence.
Awesome?
Really awesome.
What a great tongue she has. What did you say?
Borderline gibberish.
Where do you come from and where are you going? Look up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle your fingers.
She hates finger twiddling.
Where I've been and where I'm going, it's not easy to say.
We'll try.
Well, I fell down a rabbit hole, you see, and came to some talking doors. I went through one of them and, well, I lost my way.
Your way? I don't know quite what you mean by your way. All the ways here belong to me.
Yes, without questions, I should have known.
There's a lot you should know.
Nicely put, Dumpling.
Don't call me Dumpling in public.
Sorry.
Shut up.
As you wish.
Where was I?
Where were you in?
Before this noodle of a girl interrupted me.
I couldn't say.
What was I going on about?
As I recall, I believe it had something to do with dessert recipes.
No. It was the rain. I was demanding that someone must pay for the coming rain.
Oh yes, I remember now. Well, we better take shelter.
She's the one to blame for the end of my croquet.
Me?
She must be punished.
Really, dear? Think about this.
Guards, where's my guards? Either one will do. Off with their head.
You can't behead someone over a little rain.
I can, and I will.
She rules by extreme measures.
I only wanted to see the garden.
And was it to your liking?
I mean, it wasn't worth dying over.
We all lose our heads sometimes.
It's not... King, please, you have to help me.
Really, my sweet? The girl's right. A little rain is nothing to behead someone about.
I won't heads to roll. Why won't you let me have what I want?
I will, my sweet, I will, but maybe we should consider a more serious charge.
More serious charge?
A crime more befitting of the punishment.
Not rain?
Not rain.
But instead,
a crime where the chopping off of one's head isn't so extreme.
I see, like theft.
A theft. Now you're thinking.
Is this how they always talk?
Can you think of a theft, a recent theft, so terrible, so ghastly, it might justify the loss of one's head?
I just remembered. I believe someone this very morning stole my tarts.
Oh, the whore!
Yes, I'm quite sure. This very morning, my tarts were ransacked.
Your tarts were ransacked, and you're only telling me now?
I only now thought it. Remembered it.
You just made it up.
Are you dare accusing the queen?
A tart theft must be brought to justice.
Post haste.
Whom do you suspect?
It can only be one person.
Whom, my love, whom?
The Maid of Hearts.
Maid of Hearts, but we shouldn't behead any of our maids. Good help is so hard to find.
The Maid of Hearts is standing before us.
You mean
Alice.
Alice?
No, that makes no sense. I've never met you till now.
Alice is the Maid of Hearts who stole my tarts.
Of course, it's all fitting together.
Nothing's fitting together. You're all crazy.
Off with their heads.
I demand a trial.
Waste of time.
But you're proving nothing yet.
Very well, there will be a trial immediately. I command it. And everyone must attend to see this fiend brought to justice. Everyone, I say everyone who calls their home Wonderland.
Hear ye. The Maid of Hearts, she stole her tarts. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts all the summer days. The Maid of Hearts, she stole the tarts and took them all away.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
I haven't started the trial yet.
Oh, yes.
The court calls door 1 to the stand. State your name. Do it again.
Amador.
Good. And where did you meet this Alice?
In the hall, strange doors.
Right, and how would you describe your relationship with this Alice?
Friendly, I suppose.
And so you like this thing?
Of what I know of her, yeah.
Yes.
But they're too much for us to talk about.
Take your time.
I've never been so afraid.
For the sake of the court, we must know.
Well, she threatened to break us down.
Awful girl. Despicable.
She did the same to us. She threatened to pick us from our stumps.
Kill her.
Where is she? Kill her. Shame on her.
Kill her.
No more questions, Your Majesty.
Must we continue? Judging from a door seems open and shut.
A character of distribute. There can be no doubt of studiousness and haughtiness.
Trying to take away my joy, smoke it. You tried to buy my newspaper without eating flies. Or fish.
Shameful! Despicable!
Shameful!
This trial is becoming a circus.
Pipe down, young lady, or I'll hold you in contempt.
The court calls the Mad Hatter to the stand.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. Break me, Tim. I ain't quite finished my biscuit myself.
Take off your hat.
It isn't mine.
Is it stolen?
I keep them to sell. I have none of my own. I'm head of it.
Is that so?
Yes, Your Majesty. A very fine one.
Have you ever set your eyes on this girl?
I dare say I have.
And when was this?
At tea time.
You invited her for tea? Dear me, no. Why would I do that? Then how is it that you two, that is to say, the two of you became acquainted? She forced her company upon us. Appalling. She sat herself at her table without entreaty, and mind you, we gobbled up her crumpets.
She did. I was there. Gobbled every crumpet in sight.
See, if she gobbled crumpet, she surely still mocked ours.
Why are you telling such lies?
That's not the worst of it. There's more. She also mocked the Dormouse's story.
There she is.
Killer.
She pestered him with questions concerning plot until he was nearly humiliated.
His story was nonsense.
His story, the Dormouse's story was a moving examination of life, death, and everything in between.
I feel that thing. I never.
Object. You agree? You see?
You're all mad.
Just like the cat said. But I'm not finished with this one. The court calls Tweedledee and Tweedledum to the stand.
Tweedledum.
State your name for the court.
I'm dumb.
So you are.
Do you know this girl?
She accosted us in the woods.
Coasted you?
In the woods she did.
And how did she accost you?
She forced us to dance!
And in doing so nearly ended us.
When will it end?
That's not true. You asked me to dance with you.
And why would we do that?
Physical activity is not a strong suit.
No how.
What happened next after you nearly died from dancing?
You don't know.
You really don't.
Why is that?
You'll never sleep soundly again.
No, no.
What happened?
A black cloud came over us.
Dark and thick.
A rain cloud?
The Jabberwock!
Jabberwock.
The Jabberwock.
Yes.
A theft and a murder. You see, wherever she goes, the Jabberwock follows.
Guilty, guilty on all counts of stealing tarts from the Queen of Hearts.
Off with her head!
Off with her head.
Off with her head!
Stay away,
Off
all
with
of
her
you.
head! Off with her head!
I'm innocent. I mean it. Stay away. Wonderland. This is Alice.